Hey guys, it's Justin here, just awake to deliver you yet another Road to WrestleMania Director Commentary. We're gonna finish up Edge today. It's kind of early here, but I'll give you both endings in one. I'm not gonna do an alternate video. There are kind of two spots in this third act where there are choices that can be made. So I'll deliver those two at the end, so please watch it all the way through. I'm going to go back to sleep. Bye. Alright folks, let's wrap a pretty bow on Edge's Road to WrestleMania here. From our cushy office, quote-unquote locker room.
Having a few assistants with me is fine, but I really should be the one to pin Kennedy.
Alright, so now I get to choose a teammate or two for this. Mike Knox kind of screwed me over on that last thing. Maybe I should just pick him. Or, ooh, Undertaker, hello. Ooh, Chris Jericho, CM Punk. Le Champion. Alright, and look at that. There's actually Undertaker in that image. Imagine that. Now, you're going to see something different as soon as we go to gameplay here, which may explain why the loading is taking a little bit of a while. Now, I received some requests from viewers to do Superstar Threads, if that's what it's called. And because I missed the opportunity to get an alternate attire for Edge, I thought it would be appropriate to do this.
I may sound like a broken record at this point, but once again, Edge is stacking the deck in his favor.
Well, as the interim general manager, he's the dealer for this card game.
Dealer for this card game, indeed. So there you see I tried to match up Edge's attire when he returned, and it was actually pretty easy.
He hasn't even given his opponent a chance to breathe.
He's got the brown wristbands and the red gear. His knee pads are a little bit different now, but otherwise, that's pretty much what he looks like. Give him a beard, and that's about it.
Starting to bring some order to this thing.
And now we're bringing in Undertaker, who has no personal feelings towards Mr. Kennedy, but he's just doing his job.
Oh, man.
Dead man forever, as that sign says.
Really going to work on the arm. He's rolled him over.
And that is quite the trio there of Undertaker, Jericho, and Edge. I'm trying to tag there. It didn't seem to work very well. And this is definitely not fair towards Kennedy. But I'm sure he'll do his... Oh!
What a sequence!
Oh, reversed!
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do his best to
What a big boot!
try and hold off the pin as long as possible.
And he landed hard.
But yeah, Ken's AI is definitely not a pushover
A vicious DDT.
in this game. Oh, and there went the choke slam.
Undertaker slams him to the ground.
That was pretty vicious. Well, I was trying to shoot him in the corner, maybe get Jericho to do a finisher on him.
Looks like the tag is made.
Get out there, Jericho.
Finally, the ref cleans
let
this
him
mess
come in.
up. Knocks him flat down with a tackle.
And I'm out of finisher.
That elbow just leveled.
Wah, wah. Oops. Yeah, that, I meant to do that.
It looked like his head just bounced off that concrete.
Big boot to the old ribs.
Back in the ring. He's going for some hang time.
Yeah, Jericho's still hamming it up. As if he's in the main event of WrestleMania right here.
Oh my! That
So
one knocked his
in the
boot
real
near
world,
pit too.
the whatever they call the thing in Saudi Arabia this year happened, and people are not happy about Goldberg beating Bray, which I understand. And there's some of the stuff I'm reading
And he's
online is
getting out of
entertaining to see, and some of it is a little bit sad. what I want you all to do, what I hope everybody does, is do the things that make you happy.
And he goes
Do the
flying
things you
down
like.
to the
Hopefully you
front
like
feet.
watching this video, and that's why you're doing it. I'm not paying any of you, or, you know, none of you owe me anything, so hopefully you're watching it out of enjoyment. But, like, there's a lot of entertainment in the world, and if something's not making you happy, then it's not worth your time.
Back out onto the apron.
And it's you know, it's fun to, and, like, I did a tweet just before I started this gameplay, analyzing the quote-unquote jackhammer that Goldberg does to Bray that leads to the finish of the match. And it's not a good-looking move by any stretch, but I, as somebody who have taken many suplexes and know the mechanics of it, can see that it's maybe not completely and maybe not at all Goldberg's fault.
That's some impact.
But it doesn't change the fact that he was booked to do that to a guy who has been built up over the last year, you know? 2, 3, all right, yep. Edge gets the victory. The other two softened up Kennedy, just as we drew up that play.
Who does Edge think he's impressing? His shortcuts get more and more blatant every week.
Maybe, but I don't have to remind you that Edge is not the WWE champion.
No, but I think being the boss is proving more enjoyable to him than holding the title. Good night, folks.
Good night, folks. So you can see here that when you put Undertaker's body in somebody else's skeleton, it just looks weird. Like, look at him fist pumping. So that's, you know, things like that. Not that specifically, but, you know, that interchangeability with a character who's so unique is kind of the reason why he didn't want to do voiceover for us by the time I came in.
Welcome to the Windy City.
I like
We're
those
certainly
crowd pans.
expecting
I
some
sure do.
turbulence here in Chicago tonight as the road to WrestleMania charges full steam ahead.
That's true, JR, but at least we have our pilot back. I saw Maria backstage before the show, and she was looking fit and, fine.
That's great news, Taz. I'm not sure SmackDown could handle another week under Edge's rule. Speaking of the interim general manager.
That's great ad-lib, Taz.
I have certainly enjoyed my tenure as SmackDown General Manager, as I'm sure you all have. But a part of me has been empty. Because the true GM and my true love, Maria, was out hurt. However, after a brave battle, she has recovered from her injuries, which were caused by Mr. Kennedy, if you remember. May I introduce
Revisionist history.
the returning General Manager, Maria.
Here she comes again.
Here she comes again, like good medicine.
Here she is,
Maria,
looking
it's so good to have you back.
coiled as ever
SmackDown
with
just
that
wasn't
hair.
the same without you. I wasn't the same without you.
Look at the smoothness
true,
of
Edge.
Cassius Ohno
You
there
were
with the
a
look
lot
at.
worse.
Haven't you done enough damage, Kennedy? After what you did to me, I should...
Maria, you're right. I'm very sorry about what happened to you a few weeks ago. I really am. I would have showed it more, too, if Edge hadn't attacked me after you went down.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
But there's more. Edge has been a busy interim GM, Maria. He's been using your office as his personal motel room. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Da-da-da. Reading Rainbow reference, guys. Now you see that's not a freeze frame because you can see Maurice's hair is still moving. They just paused the models somehow. And oof, these guys were not supposed... That was
Honey,
supposed to be edited
baby,
a bit.
listen, it's all lies.
I don't want to hear it. What I've just seen has completely devastated me.
I'll leave you two alone.
Bye.
You're responsible for my fall, and you were triple timing me. You're in big trouble. Tonight, you're gonna face Undertaker.
Uh-oh.
In fact, you're gonna face him and his brother
Uh-oh.
Kane in a handicap
Wah,
match.
wah, wah. Stuff's starting to, the house of cards is starting to crumble for Edge here.
And by the way, babe, you have 10 minutes to get your junk out of my office before I have it hauled away and torched.
Good sell there by Cassius Ohno. So now we're back to our old locker room, which isn't that bad, but still it's a bit of a downgrade. So after we show that video on the Titantron, we really should have cut sooner of them, because I see them reacting, and of course when they were doing mocap there was nothing to react to, and I probably cued them, okay, now go back to your motions, but some reason that did not get cropped out as it should have for the final. I'm not really sure why. I definitely remember us trying to work through that, but maybe something got saved differently or whatever. But yeah, nothing's perfect, and that cutscene did not end up perfect, but telling the story of Edge had everything going his way, and now Kennedy exposed him, and Maria's going to make him pay. And it seems like load times are much longer now that I'm using Superstar Threads.
Now here's the match I personally wanted to see for weeks.
I have to admit, JR, he sort of had this coming.
What an elbow
Kind of
drop.
funny too that Undertaker was
He's in the driver's seat, and
teaming
he
with
knows
Edge in an unfair advantage before, and now he's part of the unfair advantage against Edge. But I'm going to still do my damnedest to win this match.
Because of moves like this.
And a heat of impact delivered with that elbow drop.
I'm going to have to do a lot of countering here, I think. Alright. So far, so good. For the former interim GM. Try and do my signature move. Nope.
Oh!
Way too early, I guess. Oh, look at that. The push into the Bulldog.
Whoa! That one landed.
Yeah, this is going to be a not easy match to win. And I'm not sure if I have it so that Edge is able to lose the match and still progress the
And would
story.
you look at this? The rated R superstars not going to go down without a fight.
Might not like this guy, but there's no denying Edge is one heck of a competitor.
So something in that the voiceover, and I hear it a lot from Taz. It sounds like he's got a retainer in his mouth or something. Some of his words, especially his S's, sound a little bit like his mouth is full. Maybe he got some dental work done, some veneers or something.
Out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
He's got an opportunity.
Just a 1 count. But that's probably what I'm going to have to do, get one guy out of the ring.
And that one got it.
Nice thing about these big guys is they're a little bit slower. I mean, I get people not being happy that Goldberg is now the Universal Champion again. A barely part-time guy. People had enough issues with Brock maybe not wrestling a whole lot. Even though I think that's more perception than reality.
Oh, man. How did he even take that?
Oh, wow, that was strange. And that was also strange.
Here we go.
Oh, look at them both. That's funny. Their AI is pretty entertaining. But how entertaining is this? Woocha!
And Edge drives his opponent face first right to the ground.
But then look at that. He pops up, and Undertaker's on top of me. It looked like Undertaker waved Kane to just go beat me up some more. Oh, dear.
Uh-oh. Goozle!
That goozled indeed. That's not good. Okay, I could use that.
Rolling out of
Could use that thing to get out of the ring at least.
Good heads-up thinking there.
And I don't think there's a heal yourself thing here like there was in 2009.
Here goes the Irish whip.
Alright, Kane can stay in there and taunt while I try and beat up
Looks
Taker
like
a
he's
little
planning on
bit.
using that security barricade for a little more than crowd control, if you know what I mean.
Really going to work on the
They might
arm.
be trying to get me to be counted out. He's really putting the hammer down here. Oh, my momentum is tiny. Yeah, Taker. Yeah, you guys start hitting each other. spear.
Look out. Oh, he's taking his opponent to school.
Trying to use the other opponent as a kind of a roadblock so the other guy can't get to me.
And he locks in the submission, working on the arm.
Brothers fight. And brothers. Oh, I thought I might have had a shot there.
He's trying to shake off the damage.
Get him out or not.
Another clothesline.
I do like the look of that
Man, was
clothesline.
that a beaut?
And it kind of does an auto-target thing, which I appreciate as well.
Look out. What a landing.
So here in Japan, coronavirus fever has run wild.
And I'm sure Maria
Masks
is watching backstage
have been
loving
sold out
every
most
minute of it.
places. Antibacterial stuff has been sold out, and now some reason people are hoarding toilet paper, which I don't understand. You know how you get a shortage of something? When people start hoarding something. There's no reason to buy like three giant containers of toilet paper. I don't really know what people are thinking is going to
And
happen.
there's the Irish
But,
whip.
you know, in Japan, people are really susceptible to following other people. You know, oh, there's a line. Let's line up to see where that line is going. Oh, this guy just bought 5 of those. I wonder why. I better buy 5 of them too. I do wear masks sometimes when I'm on the train during rush hour. Yeah, I'm not going to get that pain. But the Prime Minister of Japan, Abe-san, that's pretty much the president here, recommended that all schools be closed for the time being, which is kind of wild because, like, what are those kids' parents going to do? They now have kids at our home that they have to take care of, and you know, a lot of parents are working.
And he rolls out, buying himself some
They've
reprieve
both
from
Disneyland
the
and Universal Studios, which I used to work at Universal Studios Japan. Both of them are closed for the next like 2 weeks, which is pretty wild to think about as well. Yeah, it's cool that these guys are taunting in the ring and just giving me a chance. All right, let's see. Oh,
And
come
there
on,
he goes.
come on, pin. Get over here, ref.
He's making a cover.
1,
1.
2. Not even 2. What? Come on, ref.
Oh no!
Oops.
The referee's been knocked out.
All right, let's grab
this
a weapon.
Can't be good.
I saw some pretty gnarly stuff under that ring earlier. I wonder what's going to get pulled out.
That sounded like Shaggy there. Over here. Some of the pickups of the voiceover are pretty funny. And look how the ref goes and brings that hammer out.
And it goes running.
Oh. All right. Oh. Yeah, things are still not looking that great for me. But can you imagine closing Disney and Universal, like the 2 biggest theme parks in Japan? I get it though. I mean that makes sense. But
on the backdrop.
a lot of other events are being canceled. Pretty much anywhere where a decent amount of people are gathering has been canceled.
Wait a second. What's he doing?
I don't know that there's been a lot of cases reported of coronavirus here in Japan. But I'll stop talking about it because you did not tune into this video to get current events that may not be current by the time you watch them. Oh, now I think the ref stopped that count.
And again, he moves to the outside.
Kane's still selling. Maybe that's enough to do it. 1, 2. No, still not.
Oh, what a
At least
hit.
Kane's giving me plenty of time to wear down Taker.
There's the submission.
Can we get him to submit?
Might see a tap out.
No. Cool back roll there. All right, here we go. Okay, let's get in a position for the spear.
Looks like he's going for it.
Look at me ducking Taker, or ducking Kane there. That was awesome. Not intentional, but awesome. All right. Oof, I should have waited until he got out of the way.
This could be it.
1, 2, 3. All right. Shoo.
And Edge has won it. Edge has won it.
And JR's impressed. He thinks he knows me.
Edge truly is the crown jewel on SmackDown. What a victory!
I don't know how he did it, but he beat 2 behemoths, undermanned and underpowered.
I wonder if this is going to prolong Maria's backlash, though.
We'll have to wait till next week to find out. Good night, everybody.
So I don't know that JR has ever said behemoth anymore. By the way, he said bohemoth. And I don't know that prolong is necessarily a word that Taz uses normally. So that's on me for writing vocabulary that's not maybe in the wheelhouse of the commentators. I'll take that. Oh, look at that fun backstage still. Alright, going right to Wichita. You haven't seen a lot of chance to drink WWE
Ladies and
branded
gentlemen,
water.
we're ready to serve up another edition of WWE SmackDown. I'm good old JR Jim Ross, alongside my colleague, Taz.
And that's the Taz to you, Mr. Ross. Anyway, Edge has gone from king of the
That's
world
not
to,
the
well,
script.
scum of the earth.
The Taz.
Unfairly, I think.
Unfairly? What about the abuse of power? The infidelity? Edge deserves the potholes on his road to WrestleMania.
Show some respect, JR. Come on, I'm begging you. He used to be in charge of SmackDown.
It'll take me quite a while to forget his deceit and corruption. I'm surprised you're so forgiving, Taz.
Taz's ad-libs are just killing me. Killing me on this story. It's great. And we got like 4 more stories of Taz ad-libbing. I love it. Alright, let's save before we pick up that voicemail. I assume it's a voicemail. Savey, savey, savey. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. Alright, phone. Hang on. My goodness. It's so important.
Quit calling me. It's like my phone rings every 5 minutes. Can't you get it through your thick skull that I don't want to talk to you ever again?
I guess Edge has been a little clingy while we weren't watching. Okay, something from Kennedy.
I'm really sorry to interrupt your crying session there, sport, but I have some important news. Since Maria is utterly disgusted by you, she said I could pick your match for you tonight. Now, I could give you more details about it, but I really don't want to ruin the surprise. All I can say is, have fun.
So, so Kennedy, the tables have truly turned because now Kennedy gets to pick my match tonight, and we don't know what it is. Gambarimasu. That's Japanese for I'll do my best.
I can't let these two get to me. I'm not sure what hurdles I'm gonna have to jump over tonight, but I can do it. So tonight, I should put someone through an announce table to show I'm still atop the food chain.
Well, that's something I've never done before, is putting somebody through the announce table, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Edge versus Triple H, Falls Count Anywhere match. Optional goal, put Triple H through an announce table.
This is the match Mr. Kennedy selected for Edge? Wow.
That Mr. Kennedy has great taste. This is a pay-per-view quality bout. I'm telling you.
Now, this is not an unsurmountable challenge here, but the reason why that is, in my opinion, as writer-designer, is because Kennedy's the babyface, so he's not going to totally screw over the heel, especially because you know that they're kind of due to face each other at WrestleMania. So he just wants to make Edge work for it with, you know, a Falls Count Anywhere match against Triple H, a guy who's, you know, the Terminator of WWE. And that's a very far away camera angle, but at least you can basically see what's going on.
Oh no, this is going too far. And the game gets leveled.
My God, a thunderous blow from that
I
sledgehammer.
really don't like that that kind of uppercut to the gut animation of the sledgehammer, but I get it. I mean, that's a giant piece of metal on the end of a handle that could literally kill somebody very easily. I mean, the whole thing about a steel chair is that it's an object that makes sense to be in the world. You know what I mean? It's a found weapon, but a sledgehammer is, of course, Triple H's signature and not something that you necessarily find lying around a sports arena. I guess I couldn't do a signature there. The prompt did not show up.
Edge has an opportunity.
So yeah, hopefully you guys like the new attire
Oh, man.
and the callback to what Edge is looking like now.
And an opportunistic maneuver by
He's
Edge.
kind of cut like he is in this character model too, whereas the actual Edge was maybe arguably a little skinny fat at this time
Whoa, that
of his
one
career,
landed.
which I'm allowed to say because I've been a little skinny fat pretty much my whole life.
I think someone's looking for an advantage under that.
The last time these two squared off, remember, it was to determine our new general manager.
The SmackDown landscape was totally changed after that one.
Trying
But
to drag
hey,
him to the
at least we get to see a
announce
lot
table.
more Maria.
Right, he's close. Let's get him over here. No, nope. Okay, I thought it would be maybe a table finisher, but it's just a
There ain't
finisher.
nothing cute about that.
So as the announcers alluded to, the very first match of this storyline was Triple H versus
And now he's
Edge
sharing a piece of his
in
mind.
the whole kind of let's see who gets to be GM sweepstakes. So yeah, it's a callback to that. Not a big fan of that pet coon line. Nobody has a pet
If this
raccoon
was
as
a
far as I
hockey
know.
match, we'd say he hit the boards.
Looks like he's planning on using that security barricade for a little more than.
And
crowd
Edge
control.
doing a gorilla press on Triple H like he's a member of
Showing
LOD
some
or something there.
disrespect here.
All right. That was actually
Look at
quite
this.
easy.
Look at this.
Oh. Now I love how the character model kind of takes a breath before he goes for that elbow.
Shoulders on the mat.
One.
And the game
So,
gets out.
see the Terminator of WWE. He takes an elbow through the table there and only stays down for a 1 count. And then reverses into an arm wringer. Let's chain wrestle after that table spot.
He's in big trouble.
And an arm drag. I laugh because a lot of that stuff, that's opening of the match kind of movements.
That's gonna leave a mark.
And that's why you don't really see people lock up near
Now
the
the
end of a
chair
match,
comes into
especially a Falls Count Anywhere match where, chairs and sledgehammers have been
This
thrown.
could do it.
1. Still just a 1 count.
Triple H and Edge. Falls count anywhere. It's been an intense match thus far.
And Kennedy's loved every moment of it.
Maybe I gotta put him through another table.
Oh, man. It looks like a car wreck.
Now, I'm surprised there's not really animations on those stairs, because he was against the stairs and I grappled him. It probably should have done something. Maybe I should have strong grappled him. All right, finally, he popped.
Step in there
Got busted
and
open.
Stop this thing.
Sorry, guys. Gotta put this guy out.
Into the ropes.
What kind of animation was JR doing there? It looked like he was handcuffed. Ooh. Alright, maybe I can pin him now. Okay, let's
Here he
finish him
goes.
first.
He's going for it.
And even though somebody asked me to kick him in the groin, I'll instead do that. What is it? Hard to see, kind of. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3. Okay.
Edge wins.
A grueling match, but I did it and fulfilled the condition.
With everything surrounding this matchup, this has to be considered a huge win for Edge.
Anytime you can get a victory over Triple H, well, that's a huge win.
WrestleMania is just around the corner, folks. Can Edge get himself a shot at Mr. Kennedy's WWE Championship?
A huge win for me. The Rated R Superstar, Edge. I remember Edge's debut, all the kind of funky, vampire-y, matrixy vignettes that they had for him. Oh, now it's time to drink our WWE branded water and see what we won. We won Vince McMahon with the chicken head. All right. If we hadn't played the Creative Superstar story, we would not understand that. But that's because there are 2 instances where you can unlock Vince McMahon in this story and that story. And if you already unlocked him, then you unlock the
Oklahoma's own good old JR,
chicken
Jim
head.
Ross, and Taz here, welcoming you to a very important edition of SmackDown.
Well, we all know Edge wants an opportunity at Kennedy's WWE Championship at WrestleMania. But, well, Edge's issues with General Manager Maria are not helping his case.
Apparently not. We've been told Maria has made the following main event. Edge will take on Big Show in a tables match.
Oh dear. The hits just keep coming. But again, we were kind of feasting early on. Now we're famining with these really difficult match types. So let's save again. There's probably not a clear condition here, but it's okay.
Remember No Way Out? I sure do. You kept me from regaining my WWE Championship. Tonight, I'm going to keep you from being able to walk out of the arena.
And that is not Babyface Big Show right there. And once again, this is a callback because if you remember, we were guest referee at No Way Out, and we cost Big Show his championship
For Edge, as he takes on
in his
the world's
rematch.
largest athlete, the 450-pound Big Show.
But how the heck is Edge going to slam Big Show through a table? Oh, God.
Now, seeing how easily we were able to do those announce table finishers, hopefully that means that we'll be able to beat Big Show relatively quickly here.
That elbow just leveled him.
And there's plenty of tables outside, so let's chuck him outside. Maybe do an attack that will hit him. All right, there we go. We've already got a...
What's going to happen now?
That was fun. We've already got a signature. There's table right over there. It's going to take more than that.
A quick Irish whip.
All right, what do we got? That's still not time.
Forget about pinfalls or submissions
Yeah,
here,
Dragon
folks.
over there.
Edge needs to find a way to put the Big Show through a table to walk away victorious.
It's like trying to put an elephant in a baby stroller. It's not going to go easy. Trust me.
An elephant in a baby stroller. And I love that, I wrote that line, of course, but then Taz said, "Trust me," as if he's tried to put an elephant in a baby stroller.
There's nothing worse than getting put through a table. Talk about...
And Edge has won it.
There we go.
Edge has won it.
Nice and easy. Elephant in a baby stroller, baby. Trust me. I'm pretty sure this was the go home to that looked like a generic win animation, but not so fast, ladies and gentlemen. And there's Kennedy's music that always reminds me of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Is heartwarming. It really is. Like that gift you left for me that was wrapped in the paper with the little hearts on it. So cute. You should have seen how snug it fit. The way it hugged my hips and really pushed up my...
Oh.
Well,
Ken
you
doesn't
get
want
what
to hear
I'm
that.
saying.
He kind of does.
Unfortunately,
We all do.
you'll never get to see it. What you will get, however, is a title match at WrestleMania for winning the Royal Rumble. You've earned that. But trust me when I tell you, it won't be easy.
So instead of getting the mic, he tells you to look up. Now this is interactive and you can hop in the ring, but I decide not to. Because Edge is smarter than that, and now he's got a microphone.
You two should be locked in that cage together, kept secluded from society, because you're both out of your minds. You think I'm going to jump in there for a meaningless brawl days before WrestleMania and risk injury? Think again, losers. My goal has always been the same. To walk out of WrestleMania with the WWE Championship And that's exactly what I'm planning to do. I can wait 2 more days to get my hands on you, Kennedy.
The WrestleMania main event is now set.
So you see there's a lot of one-upsmanship going on there too, and Edge still showing that he's savvy by not jumping the gun and getting in there. Kind of ruining they obviously had some plans there. But I really like Kennedy reaching up like he's going to get the mic and instead pointing up to the cage that's dropping. I'm pretty happy about that one. And here's WrestleMania.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is WrestleMania, the showcase of the Immortals. And we are emanating live from Houston, Texas.
All the politics, all the insults between Edge and Mr. Kennedy, they don't matter anymore. All that matters now is who climbs out of the cage tonight with the WWE Championship.
And speaking of politics and insults, let's look at how this showdown came about. Thanks to a convincing argument by Edge, Maria became SmackDown's general manager. Maria used her power to help Edge while handicapping Mr. Kennedy. The next part of Edge's dastardly plan removed Maria from SmackDown and got himself named interim GM. While Kennedy cashed in Money in the Bank, Edge messed around behind Maria's back. Once Maria found out, she made Edge's life miserable. Everything culminates tonight with the WWE Championship up for grabs.
I love those cutscenes being used in the recaps. That makes me happy. Let's savey save. Savey Saverson. And let's beat Kennedy in a cage. Now, that last cutscene was interactive. There are 2 options to it.
So, Edge, you're finally getting your WrestleMania title shot. Are you happy now? You can bet I'm gonna keep a very close eye on the match.
I'm sure you will. So there were 2 choices in that last cutscene, and there are 2 endings to this cage match, boss battle, if you will. And instead of doing an alternate video, I'm just going to show them at the end. So stick around after this, and we'll see what happens if you press X to go in the cage, and if whatever I do now, we'll see the other side of that. Because this is a very stylized boss battle here. This is not a
2
typical
men
match.
entered this steel structure, but only one will leave as WWE champion.
And not for nothing, but neither Edge or Kennedy are going to be the same after this one.
Every time he says not for nothing, that's just Taz being Taz, ad-libbing, because I have never written not for nothing in my life. It's just not in my vocabulary.
Man, how did he even take that?
Edge looking to take a chance. Oh, man. What a
Nobody
big
home.
mistake.
So this match, going on behind the scenes, kind of, is what we have to do is we have to keep this fight going. We upped Kennedy's AI, so he's a little bit tougher, so you're not going to dominate him, as you can see, because Maria has to come out before everything is said and done. And also, basically, whether you win or lose this match is not a typical match parameter. It's something that we do specifically for this match. And you'll see it later. And whether it's awesome or not is not me to say, but nice using the cage. But it's something specific to this match. So you only see it once, even if you didn't like it. You only really have to do it once or twice if you want to see both endings, like I'm going to show you. All right, kiss the cage. The cage kisses you.
He's in the driver's seat, and he knows it.
It's a pretty decent looking cage, I feel. Now in that previous cutscene, the camera kind of got stuck in between the cage, which maybe isn't the best. And again, I think that's because we did a lot of this programming on the 360 version, which, just was better suited. You know, it was our lead SKU. It performed a little better than the PS3 version. And look at man, I'm trying to get my signature on Ken, but he keeps reversing those Irish whips. And he's not easy to beat on here. Big chop. And here comes Maria.
General manager needed a closer look.
Can you blame her? He's got a lot riding on the outcome of this match.
Seems like really only strikes are doing much good. So I'll keep that up. And a little ground grapple action. And you can see Maria on the outside.
This could be big, but it could backfire real bad too.
And
big
a
elbow.
heat of impact delivered with that elbow drop.
All right, Ken's a little tired.
This could be a big turning point in this match.
He's still not into Irish whips though. But he's definitely staggered. And unlike the other game, we can't see which body parts are hurt. I kind of like the body HUD.
There's a reversal by Kennedy.
Ooh, him with a scissor
Edge
kick.
is on Dream Street.
Have you seen him do that before?
And there's a leg lock.
And the leg yank.
Applying pressure to the torso now, hoping to weaken the opponent.
All right. All right stick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but he's...
Chest, man, and he fought one move ahead.
Ken is not going down without a fight. Yeah, that animation looks weird on that, like, arm Russian leg sweep kind of thing. What can you do?
Here comes
Back
the
rake.
backbreaker.
Ooh, big DDT. Yeah, this has been a competitive match so far.
That elbow just leveled him.
Alright, Ken's susceptible
And it goes
to...
running.
Well, nope. But he counters that.
And again, the feet fly.
And nobody's gone for the victory yet. They're just content to pound on each other. And do a little chain wrestling. Yeah. My turn.
Man. Did these guys do their homework on each other or what?
Ow. That was
Love doing those chops, trying to get that chest red. Let's burst some capillaries, shall we?
There's a good shot.
Edge has an opportunity.
And I have not gotten that momentum up to finisher level yet. Nice lock takedown. Ken's doing a lot of weak grappling on me, though. Another one of these. So he hasn't really done anything except that DDT that would cause much damage.
Oh, reversed. This has truly been a seesaw battle. Oh, my.
Okay, now we're in the driver's seat. Hopefully. Yeah, still can't. Still can't get much of an advantage, though. See Maria outside cheering. Oof. That's painful looking. Alright, let's get to a position where we can try and exit the cage. And we don't even have a signature move anymore.
Good night.
But now he's staying down a little longer. Nope, still can't whip him.
Kennedy setting him up.
I don't remember, is that a face buster? I forget what they call that kind of
Head off.
front suplex.
You don't want
Never
to
liked the
take too many
animation
of
on
those.
that
Oh man.
club to the back either, really. Alright, rolling up. All right, here we go. There you go. That big kick, I should be using
Here
that
we
a little
go
more.
with a little taunting.
Oops.
Going right up the cage, and this might be
Nope.
too soon.
Not time yet.
And he's
Coming
out.
close. All right, there we go. Let's go over here and climb the cage. Now Maria opens the door because Kennedy's down. Try to
What
get
is
him
going
out.
on, JR?
And we've
Maria
got
has
ourselves
opened the cage door.
a
I
real,
guess she couldn't stand it any longer.
what is it, active
And
time,
now it's a
quick time
mad
event.
scramble to exit the cage.
So if I hit all these right, I climb up. If I get them wrong, then Ken climbs closer to the door. And there we go, we've climbed out. So kind of that whole match
I
builds
think
to
Mr.
that.
Kennedy is going to
quick
make
time
it
event.
out.
Take a look at Edge, though.
What in the hell did Maria just do?
So the typical slam the door on the guy's head.
Maria cost Mr. Kennedy the match. She cost him his WWE Championship.
And the double swerve. Or maybe just a single swerve. But the swerve. And we do a little interactive cutscene. Maybe unnecessarily, but... Get you ready for that kiss. Edge with the belt, which we had to cut away from because I guess to place it, even though sometimes we can snap that in place. Maria went to get the microphone for Edge.
That one hurt, didn't it? Kennedy!
Now to rub salt in the
I
wound.
love it when a plan comes together.
A-Team reference.
I got the girl. I got the power. And I got the WWE Championship. Me, the rated R superstar. The smartest, most cunning man in WWE history. Isn't that right, babe?
That's right, sweetie. You're the best.
How could this have happened?
What? The hero is walking off into the sunset with his best girl? Sounds like a happy ending to me.
So we had to throw in that kind of screw job there of Maria reuniting with Edge. And he's got all the advantages yet again. And we get to sip some WWE branded water while we see finally The Rock has come back to WWE SmackDown versus Raw. I do not remember why The Rock was unlockable at all, but you know, hey, it's The Rock. And hey, it's a trophy. And hey, I'm going to go and show you the other side now.
It won't be easy.
All right, we're back to see this cutscene, and we get to see Kennedy again reach up like he's going for the mic, because I love this. Look up there, Edge. This time we'll hop in. And get a little gameplay.
Despite the tough match just moments ago, Edge has rushed the ring and is trapped in the cage with Mr. Kennedy.
The rated R superstar let his emotions get the best of him. But on the plus side, we get an example of what to expect at WrestleMania.
Yeah, a little teaser of a cage match. It seems like something that would really happen, you know?
He's taking his opponent to school here.
But unfortunately, that was tied to health state, and we beat up Kennedy too fast, so it was over. All right, we're going to see this match one more time, and this time I am going to lose that quick time event, and you'll see what happens when Kennedy wins the match, theoretically. Of course, we show quite a swerve in that last boss battle, so maybe there's some other surprise in store here. We'll see once it loads up again, because I think I have Superstar Threads, or whatever it's called. It loads a little slower.
Two men entered this steel structure, but only one will lead as WWE champion.
And not for nothing, but neither Edge or Kennedy are going to be the same after this one.
They won't be the same because I'm gonna lose. Oh no. I'm gonna job out.
A thunderous DDT.
Ken's chest is already red, so why don't I keep making it red? Oops, still can't get in the corner. That yeah, just a mess.
That elbow just leveled him.
More chops.
He
Chop
hasn't
chops.
even given his opponent a chance to breathe.
Something that wrestlers use, or used in my day, that was kind of weird. There's a thing called hot stuff. And it's like this spray bottle, little spray bottle, and it kind of burns your skin. And I guess it makes you... I'm not really sure why you do it, because it kind of just... When I tried it, maybe because I'm so fair-skinned, it just kind of made my skin red, looking like Kennedy's chest. But a lot of wrestlers would use it to kind of shine themselves up before they come out.
Settle this thing here at WrestleMania, inside a steel cage.
Now, me personally, I didn't have that great of a body to begin with, but I would just kind of use I had a spray bottle that I would just spray water on myself a little bit. A lot of people use baby oil, but to me that gets you kind of greasy, and you don't want to be that greasy in the ring, because you want the guy to be able to hold on to you and not, drop you unintentionally. But my water bottle I got from Target, and it was shaped like a fish on top. It was actually called the Dolphin, but I called it the Shark because the Shark was a lot cooler than the Dolphin. But shout out to Playboy Pete Huge, one of the wrestlers from my day, from my area, who would always joke with me about, he'd always want to use my spray bottle, and he'd be like, "Can I use the Dolphin?" I was like, "Could you use the what?" "The Shark." "Yes, you may use the Shark." So I would loan him the Shark so he could get a little shine on himself too.
Good night.
I kind of like how the cage shakes a little bit when you hit the ropes there. It's kind of neat, as I just run around aimlessly.
Well, I guess SmackDown's general manager needed a closer look.
Can you blame her? He's got a lot riding on the outcome of this match.
All right, now that means that we'll be able to hopefully quickly hop up the cage and get this going. Once Ken caves my face in a little bit.
He slipped out of that one.
Headbutt from the top. Never seen that in the UFC fight. I know headbutts are legal, period. The slight leg wrench.
What a kick that was.
And Ken's offense. There you go. Never mind. I was just about to diss on his offense. He does that kind of cool scoop.
Definitely seems to be changing.
Uh-oh.
The Boston Crab is locked in, wearing down the lower back of the opponent.
Heck, Ken may climb the ring, climb the cage and escape. The way he's beating on me, one thing I'm beating on for him is his chest.
This is human chess, man, and he thought one move ahead.
Yeah, he's putting a hurting on me. Not doing that cool move again, alright. It's kind of like a one-handed spine buster in a sense. Or like a choke buster. I don't know.
With that chop.
Hear those one-off shouts. Alright.
You gotta make sure your opponent's on Dream Street before you start making a break for it.
And again, she opens up the door for Ken because Ken's down and I'm up there.
Maria has opened the cage door.
And I'm going to hit all the wrong buttons. And you see Ken gets a little closer.
And now it's a mad scramble to exit the cage.
Maybe not. Oh, I did not mean to climb that. I think I only hit one of the... I was just banging on X. Okay, I'll just make sure I hit the wrong buttons. This is not necessarily a God of War quality quick time event. But, you know, I tried to do something a little different here. And Edge made his... Kennedy made his way out. So we'll see what happens. But Edge is up as well. Encouragement from Maria.
This may be a photo finish, but I think Mr. Kennedy made it out first.
Let's see the replay.
You're right. Kennedy did it. He's still WWE champion.
Was
What a
it
match
that
by these
conclusive?
two.
I don't know.
This was a WrestleMania
But getting the
classic.
timing on that was actually pretty difficult because we had this cage apparatus that Cassius Ohno was climbing up, and at the same time we wanted Kennedy to, hit the ground a little bit sooner. But here's the sneak
Edge isn't
attack.
finished yet, though.
Ouch! Like most of Edge's plans lately, the one to cheap shot Mr. Kennedy backfired badly.
He may not get to make out with Maria anymore, but he sure kissed the ring post.
Our road to WrestleMania has come to an end, and Mr. Kennedy is still the WWE Champion. Good night, everybody, from Houston, Texas.
So look at that. Edge just loses.
You think you know me?
I wanted him to kind of spear the ring post with the cage. That didn't necessarily happen as smoothly as I wanted it to, but we had to go with it, with the dimensions of that. But hey, you've just seen both endings for Edge. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. All you guys for your support, your comments, your likes, your all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing next, and we'll get that to you soon. Thanks.
Thanks for watching, and please like this video, and please subscribe, and have a lovely day.